Hey everyone, welcome back to Retro Gaming Ledger. Today, new video, we're actually going to be talking about games that I noticed at GameStop that either did a 50% increase overnight or a substantial increase overnight, whether that be a 30%, a 25%, substantial gains and overnight changes and adjustments they did to their pricing catalog. Um, I think the biggest one I noticed was Fable 2. This game had been sitting at $4.99 for a very long time. It was right next to Fable 3, which was priced at $9.99. And I thought it was kind of strange that the game that everyone loved, I mean, obviously Fable, the first one, everyone loved. The second one, people really also loved it. And the third one wasn't as loved as much as the second one. So I thought it was strange that GameStop was pricing Fable 3 higher than Fable 2, and $4.99 is a pretty good deal, especially when they're running their promos like 4 for 10, where you can get it for $2.50 complete in box, which is unreal. And I took advantage of that while I could. But I noticed, I think it was about a week ago, that it went from the $4.99 price to the $9.99 price. And what's even more interesting is it was kind of hidden from their online, I guess, platform where they have sections of games that you cycle through. So you go like page 1, page 2, page 3, and I couldn't find Fable 2 on it. I was like, where the hell is it? So I searched it, and then lo and behold, I saw the price increase dramatically. So I thought that was a little strange too. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. That's possible. But I know that for sure we had a doubling of price of Fable 2. There are other games too that just, did a 30% increase, which that's a pretty substantial move if you think about it. And that being said, as we look into this video and we look on GameStop's website, we're going to look at the other games that have the potential to do a 30%, a 25, 35% increase, or maybe even a 50% increase in price overnight. These things might happen. And I have a couple of theories as to how they could happen. One of them is a series of games. Right now, we are seeing Gears of War, seeing price fluctuations, whether it be Gears of War 2, uh, uh, Gears of War, the first one. It's seeing this resurgent in price, and I believe it's because the newly released E-Day, Gears of War E-Day is going to get released, and people are kind of going back to the older games. And also there are numerous titles of the series that collectors want each game. And that's creating a unique demand, whether you need the second one, you need the third one, you need the first one, you need Gears of War Judgment. That's seeing a unique surge. And the oddball game out that's at $4.99 will not last at $4.99. They're going to be taken off the marketplace because they're so affordable. So we will see this equalization of price. That is one of my market theories, that basically based on budgeting costs, people are going to be like, well, I'm going to grab Gears of War 3 right now because it's priced at $4.99. That's one of my theories. So if you see a series of games, and there's a price difference, I believe the budget game is likely to see a quicker price spike, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go through the games that had these price increases, and we're going to kind of look at the percentages, and then we're going to go over the games that I truly think could see those price swings, those volatility that I think is inevitable given the retro gaming boom that we're all witnessing. So let's get right to it. Let's go on to GameStop's website. We'll look at the games that jumped in price, which just blew my mind. And sometimes these price changes didn't happen just once. They happened over a course of 2 weeks with two different price changes. That's even stranger. You would think that you could have a price change and then it would sit for a little bit. But I saw Marvel's Ultimate Alliance go from $9.99 to $12.99. Now it's $14.99. So we saw two price increases over the course of 2 weeks. So that to me is strange. Uh, so we're seeing speed to this market. There's fluid speed going on, and it's actually really exciting to witness. So let's get right to it. We're gonna look at GameStop's website right now and go over what I've seen for marginal price increases and what's to come. Okay, everyone, here we are at the GameStop's website for Xbox 360 games, and we're starting kind of a price adjusted from low to high, and we're starting off at the $9.99 price tier because I believe that is where the jumps have been made. That's the threshold, the $9.99 threshold, and that price changes significantly happen at that mark. So we'll go through systemically. I don't have an exact history to when these games were $4.99. I'm just starting this channel off. I can make assumptions. I think we can all make assumptions that certain games were in the bargain bin at a time and place. For sure, I know certain games were $4.99 and changed, but the time horizon, I'm not 100% sure. I know they could have happened within a 6-month window though. So let me know if that makes sense. But let's get into it. Pirates of the Caribbean Lego, could it have been $4.99? That's a possibility. I don't know when that would have happened, but it's sitting right there at $9.99, and $9.99 seems kind of high for a Lego game. Granted, it's a Disney, and it might have licensing issues a while ago. I'm not sure, so I'll just keep moving on to what maybe I am certain of. We'll keep going through $9.99. This one is an oddball Splinter Cell because I think it's the only one that is an Xbox 360 that's listed at $9.99. So I'm not sure if that saw a price increase within 6 months. That's a possibility. Halo 3, for sure, was $4.99 at one place in time. It was $4.99. I guarantee it. I want to say within 3 months ago it was $4.99 and it changed in price. I could be wrong, but I feel like recently that game was $4.99. I like to get what everyone thinks in the comments. Was this game priced at $4.99 recently? Because I think that move to $99 it must have been a quick transfer. I don't think it edged up like a $6.99, $7.99. I think it went from $4.99 shot up to $9.99 really quickly. So I think this happened. I mean, maximum 6 months ago. This was at $4.99. I'm almost positive of it. Yeah. Quantum of Solace 007. This game was not $9.99 6 months ago. I mean, even I would say 2 to 3 months ago, I saw this at $6.99 or $7.99. It is now $9.99. I believe this had a 30% increase in the last 2 to 3 months. And that's a significant move. 30% is a quick move over a couple of months, 3 months. So this game is moving. I know Activision, who helped produce it, is having licensing issues. Many games, they worked with the Transformer games. They are seeing all kinds of licensing issues in regards to the game developers. And because of that, all the Transformer games are seeing price increases. There are certain ones like the Cybertron one. I'm off the top of my head, I don't know the name of the title. It's like Fall of Cybertron, but that is seeing the largest increase. I think it was at $50 or $60 currently. But I mean, all the Transformer games are seeing upward momentum in price. Looking at the other games, I feel like Star Wars Force Unleashed, the two games, I think they're currently both at $9.99, and I feel like that was a bargain bin game maybe 6 months ago, possibly 3 months ago. I don't believe it was $9.99 6 months ago. So it made a leap at some point. I don't think it. I can't remember if it had a $7.99 or an $8.99 or an oddball, price range. But I think it really did make a leap from $4.99 to $9.99 based off of recent memory. Let me know what you guys think. Looking at this, Army of Two, I feel like that could have been a $4.99 bargain bin game at some point. I don't know when. Gears of War 2. Okay. Previously I talked about the Gears of War series. They are seeing price swings on all these games. If you look at the price charting, they are all significantly going up in price. And this is one of them that has been priced on GameStop's website significantly higher than some of the others. I think even Gears of War Judgment is a little bit higher than this one. I think Gears of War Judgment is at $12.99. But I could imagine this was $4.99 at some point in the not too near distant future. I think in the last 3 months, 4 months, this game was at $4.99. Maybe even 1 month. I don't know. It's hard to kind of track this. GameStop doesn't give us a list. Right now, I'm actually collecting inventory lists from multiple stores just so I can have a record of when games were priced at a certain time, and we can track if they've gone up and by how much over time. So I've already gotten 3 different stores' inventory lists at the $4.99 price threshold. I think I might have another one at the $9.99, but I'm at least holding steady at the $4.99. So we know what has moved. But certainly, I'm almost 99.9% sure Gears of War 2 was $4.99 very recently. Dark Souls might have been $4.99 at some point. I'm not too sure. I'll move on. Another Lego game. I would think some of these pre-owned Lego games would have been at the $4.99 price tier. It's surprising to me that some of them are at $9.99. I feel like they could have made that move a couple months ago. Dead Space 2 at $9.99. I feel like that was a $4.99 game bargain bin at some point. I can't confirm it. But as you see, we're going through the $9.99, and tell me if you've seen Fable 2. We'll get to the end of the $9.99, and you'll notice that Fable 2 is missing from the catalog at some point. Just bear with me. Over here, I'm not too sure. Saints Row. Pretty sure Saints Row was $4.99 bargain bin. When it was, I don't know, but I can almost be 100% sure this was a $4.99 game. I'll keep going. Here's Fable 3. When it was $4.99, I have no idea. But we're waiting for Fable 2 to show up on this list, aren't we? We'll get to the $9.99. We won't find it. We'll have to search for it. You'll see. There's a Force Unleashed. Force Unleashed right here. Definitely a $4.99 bargain bin game. Very common title, but it has now been repriced to $9.99. It has gone up 50%. It could have gone up, a couple months ago, maybe 6 months ago. I'm not sure on the timeline, but it certainly has doubled in price. right. I want to say Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe has doubled in price, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure of that, so I won't say it. Okay, this I am sure of. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. A very common game. A lot of people should own it. It was a heavily produced game. This was a bargain bin game at $4.99. And I want to say it was recently a bargain bin game. I want to say within the last 3 months. And now it is $9.99. That would be a 50% increase over a 3-month stretch, possibly. And to me, that's an alarming price for a common game like that. I don't think Modern Warfare 2. I'm surprised that this game is at $10. I am. And in a game like Modern Warfare 2, or I'm sorry, Modern Warfare 4, Modern Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I think it's 4, is priced at $4.99. Yet this is at 10. So it's surprising to me. So obviously, I think this got a price increase. Resident Evil 5, that is surprising to me too. Again, I think this was a bargain bin game that got its price risen to $9.99 recently. Thrillville. I could have seen this game at a $4.99 bargain bin. To me, a $9.99 that would be another $5 increase. It doubled in price. So when it did, it's anyone's guess. I don't know if it happened recently. The only one I can confirm that it happened rapidly within like a week was Fable 2. Because I've been watching that and I've been amazed that it was at the $4.99 mark. I just started stacking them. I was getting them for $2.50 each, and I was just like, I'm going to stack Fable 2s. They keep them with this promo. So, that I can confirm was a week change. In a week, they doubled the price. And it tells me that they're capable of doing it to other games too. If they're going to do that, something like that instantly, they're going to do it to other games. I'll keep going. Soul Calibur 4 is another one. I feel like this game was at $4.99 bargain bin. It's at $9. I could be wrong. In that. Please correct me if I am. I feel like that could have been a bargain bin game. And yeah. Here's another Resident Evil. It could have been a bargain bin game at $4.99. That's a possibility. A Forza racing game. That could have been. I know they're having licensing issues, and that's why we are seeing these price increases. So I feel like that could have been a bargain bin game too. Yeah. Let's keep going. Yeah, we'll keep going. Dead Space, a $4.99 handle on a game, to me makes sense. It was a bargain bin. Did it happen overnight? Probably not. It probably happened over. Well, if you think about it, we don't know if they gradually increase the price, like a $6.99 or an $8.99. Some of these games they did it instantaneously. It must have happened overnight. When it happened, maybe 6 months from now, 3 months from now, I don't know. But some of these games they had a doubling of price overnight. All right, so we got to the end of the $9.99. Guess what? Where's Fable 2? Where the heck is Fable 2? We went through all the $9.99s. Well, let's open up another page. Oh, there's Fable 2. Where did you go? $9.99. It was at $4.99 2 weeks ago. Why is this game being hidden? This is another thing. Why is it being hidden from the general marketplace? That to me is interesting. Do they not want people to see the price increase? I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting though. So these are recent price increases. Halo 3 ODST. This was sitting at $9.99. We had a 30% increase here. That's a pretty significant move. And an oddball price at $12.99. You know, I saw Marvel Ultimate Alliance go from $12.99 to $14.99 quickly within another week. Is that possible for this one? Absolutely. Absolutely. This could be at $14.99 in like 2 weeks. Absolutely. Here's another one that's strange. We talked about the Gears of War series. Well, this one's priced at $12.99. It's Gears of War Judgment. That's another 30. I don't know if it was at $9.99. They could have changed this one from. You know what? It could have been even a bigger of a doubling price. It could have been at $4.99 and gone to $12.99. I don't know. I wish I had a backlog of history to know this, but at least we're doing it now. We have videos saved onto YouTube, so we know what the prices are now. We can just go back in the videos. I will be able to go back in these videos and see what we have currently listed the price. We have dates, so we know kind of what's going on. We've got a baseline, and that's why I'm doing this. So we have kind of a record of things. Singularity. This is at $9.99. Guess what? We went up 30%. And this was maybe like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I was wondering when this was going to go up in price. I thought $9.99 was too low. It's too low. So we got that price bump. And again, it happened overnight. Here's my Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Once at I know for sure, $9.99. Because I got a 4 for $20. I got the $10 game half off at $5 complete in box. Great deal. Then maybe 2 days later, I checked the website and went up to $12.99. They got people out of that offer by bumping up the price because probably they saw higher demand. So we got a 30% increase. Then the next week or two, another increase. Very strange. Very strange. Very fluid price increases on this one. I would keep an eye on this one, on all the Ultimate Alliances. These are moving. These are moving. 007 Legends has been staying at $14.99 for a while. I know for sure. It hasn't moved that much. I picked one up for the 4 for $20. So I didn't get the full, or no, the 4 for $40. I got it. So basically, I got this as part of the 4 for $40. So I got it for $10. I got $5 off on it. I had complete in box, and I kind of wanted it for a while. So, you know, I didn't go out of my way to find a $20 game. I was like, I like 007, and I thought it was kind of a cool game, so I got it. So I didn't get the best price volume. Oh well. So yeah, basically you can see where I'm going with on the price increases. We've seen 50% moves more than likely, and we've seen 30% moves. Absolutely. And I think we'll continue to see that. I think we're going to continue to see that. Let me go. We're going to go to the beginning, and I'm going to tell you what $4.99 games are going up, and the high probability that they could go up 50% or maybe 30%. Let's get to $5. A Elder Scrolls Oblivion, possible. Possible we could see a 30% increase. RPGs do really, really well. Rogue Warrior. This could see a price move. Is it a bad game? Yes. Yes, it is. It's done by Bethesda, the guys who did Fallout. Is it kind of like a so bad that it's good kind of game that people would like to add it to the collection? Yes. They might have an inventory problem at some point. $4.99 is so cheap, especially with the 4 for 10. You get it for $2.50. Yes, I could see this game easily going up 30%. It could double. It doesn't have a cult following, but I feel like there could be. It's kind of hard to find this game. It's hard to find this game, especially with box art. So I could see people jumping on this. Um, Mafia 2. Again, a hard game to find, especially with box art. Open world, great storytelling. At $4.99, I could see this double. I could see this double. I could see a minimum 30% increase within the course of like 2 weeks. I think $4.99 is too cheap on this game. I'm surprised it's at $4.99. Alone in the Dark. We could see a price increase on this. The price charting looks pretty good on that game. I can remember it had a nice angle upwards. I just think $4.99 is too low. It's too low. I could see this being at $7.99, $6.99. No problem. All right. Halo 4. So we noticed that Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST are sitting at $9.99. My theory, one of my theories, is that you basically have all these games: original Halo, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Reach. Halo Reach is at $9.99 right now. Halo 3 is at $9.99. Halo 3 ODST is at $9.99. Halo Combat Evolved, the first one, is at $9.99. Why is Halo 4 at $4.99? This is next to follow. This one has to match, I believe, the rest of them. If video game collecting is happening like we think it is, this one is next to be bumped up. A minimum, and I really mean minimum, $7.99. This is going up to $7.99. I would not be surprised if this doubled overnight. This could double. It's got a 2-disc. It's got an install disc, I believe. It's either an install disc or a multiplayer disc, but it's a 2-disc set. This, I have a good feeling that is going to double in price. I don't know when, but I think $4.99 is too low for it. Forza 2. This one has licensing issues. A lot of the Forza games are having licensing issues with the music and the different car manufacturers. $4.99 is too low. It's too low. Forza, I forget which Forza. There's a couple of them. Forza 3, I think, is the one Forza that doesn't have licensing issues, but the rest do. So this should see a bump fairly soon at, we can see that 30% bump, or you could see it doubling.
Um. Okay. What I think is weird is both Dead Risings are currently at 4.99. The both Dead Risings are seeing their charts go higher. One of them is going to go up in price. The first one or the second one, they're both priced at 4.99, and I don't think both of them should be priced at 4.99. I think they should be higher. Um, I could easily see one of these, Dead Rising 1 or 2, go to 6.99, 7.99, and I could see that happen very soon. The first Dead Rising looks, the chart looks amazing. Let me bring it up. That chart looks great. Like, look at this, $5, $5, and then we're getting a little bit of up and down volatility. We're going up, going down, we're on up, and now we're going up for sure. See, we saw this widening. See this widening? It's like a rubber band, just widening, widening, and then it's like, okay, yep, we're going up. We believe in this price. We believe in this value of this game. People started right at 2024, the closure of the digital store. We were like, yep, this is valuable. This is valuable, and now we're at 10. We're at 10, and we're building a baseline at $10. And let's do Dead Rising 2. You know, kind of see the same thing. It was flat, $5, and then we saw this. We see this widening. It's like rubber banding of value, and it's rising though. It's overall rising. It's getting these higher highs. We had an all-time high, pre-owned high, in this year, the beginning of this year. So yeah, I expect. Where was I? I expect a Dead Rising game to go up in price. I would, at 7.99 makes sense to me. Why it could go up to that. Fallout 3, 4.99 is way too low for Fallout 3, especially with New Vegas at $15. Come on, come on. Fallout 3 is worth a third of New Vegas. Yeah, there's lots of discs out there. I get it, but this is a cult classic. This is like a must-have game. If you're going retro and people are getting 360 consoles, Fallout 3 is a must. So I don't see that being at 4.99. LA Noir, I don't see that being an open world Rockstar game. Nah, I think that's going up. I don't know if that could double in price. I could see this going doubling in price. Yeah, the game mechanics aren't great for the open world. It's not like a GTA. It's not like a GTA 4, but it's still a pretty detailed open world. I could see this doubling. It's Rockstar. It's a Rockstar open world. Yeah, yeah. This could double. This could double. I got a weird feeling about LA Noir, and it's a 3 disc set. You got 3 discs. Discs go missing, so there's some rarity behind it. I could see this going up to 10. I know the LA Noir Complete Edition, which has all the DLC discs. It has everything for install. That's at $10. That's currently sitting at $10. So we're seeing that value. That's like a value dynamic between the $4.99 and the $9.99. And with the DLC, the additional content, you're getting that little bump. So over time, as the retro game market expands, games with DLCs tend to get that little bump. I feel like Skyrim is another interesting example of this. The legendary uh, edition for Skyrim's also at $10. Skyrim's at God, I want to say Skyrim's at $3 or $4. This might be sitting a little higher than Skyrim because it's not as prevalent as Skyrim. But the fact that it's this kind of like GTA like game where it's got unique gameplay, I could see double. I can see, it's strange, but I could see this being at $9.99. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just like Rockstar open world games. Yeah. So and there's a lot of $4.99 games that have the potential to make this leap, and it probably will, because I think the market is just moving too quickly, and I don't know if GameStop is prepared for the price increases. They might not be. Gears of War 3. This one's this one is gonna make a move. I don't know when it's gonna make a move. It could be fairly soon. Um, if we go onto the GameStop's website on trending, let's take a look. I'll show you. So, nice little tool they got. Go down here to 360. Go to trending now. Okay, this is measuring a combination of sales and traffic volume onto specific searches. And this is ranked. Okay? Obviously, Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead are incredibly high in demand right now. They're look at the prices, 50, okay, 38. This is in sequential order in terms of, you could say, popularity and sales, and it's like a current popularity. It's not like a long-term popularity. It's current. It's very short-term. Like viral. It's kind of going viral, if that makes sense. Look at Halo 3. So that's getting a bump. Gears of War 2. That's a bump. So a lot of the Gears of War stuff. There's our Ultimate Alliance. There's another Halo. So we're seeing Halo trends. That's why I think Halo 4 is going to see its day. Remember, this is in sequential order. There's Gears of War 3. There's Gears of War 3 right there at $4.99. So Gears of War 3 is sitting at, if we go through, I think there's 20 per page, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 20. So Gears of War 3 is sitting at 1, 2, 3, 4. At spot 24. 24 out of, however many. That's high up there. And it's at $4.99. This could see a bump. This could double. Gears of War 2 is at $9.99. Gears of War Judgment is at $12.99. I don't know what's the first Gears of War at. Let's see. Let's go to GameStop. Man, I'm opening up lots of pages. Gears of War. Are we at $4.99? Yeah, the first Gears of War is at $4.99. Yeah. So the two games, Gears of War 3 and Gears of War. If we notice, we don't see Gears of War in the top 20 or in the top 24. It's just Gears of War 3. And, it could be due to the newest Gears of War game that's coming out, Gears of War E-Day. And I think it's called E-Day. Let's see. Yeah, E-Day. Just making sure. Jesus. because this one is the closer to the story of E-Day versus the first one. So I think this one might see a price bump sooner than the first Gears of War. So I could see this doubling soon, soon, very soon. Here's Grand Theft Auto 4. I mean, it's sitting high in the trending list. Look at Gears of War Judgment. I didn't realize it was on so close to the first page. Oh, energy saver on. Turn this off. There's Modern Warfare 2. So this is a great tool to have, is to look at the trending now, so you know currently what's popping off right now. This could see a double. I don't know when. It could be soon. It could be soon. What was the other 499? We saw another 499, didn't we? Maybe we didn't. Maybe that's the first 499 game in the trending now. Yeah, it looks like it. That's the first one. It's Gears of War 3. So I would pick up a Gears of War 3 if I were you, because that might see some popularity, and that's pretty cheap. I picked up one the other day for $2.50. I know where a stash is actually at GameStop, and it's what's interesting is I'll click it right now. I know where I know where 7 copies are right now. And guess what? What's strange about this is it's not listed. The 7 copies are not listed on this list. They're hidden. I know where they are though. Do I want to pick up another copy of it? Maybe. Do I want to pick up 4 copies for $2.50 each? For $10? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why GameStop is holding like 7 copies of it in a store that's not listed on this marketplace. I know what store it's at. So, to me, that is interesting. Something I think about all the time. Because I looked behind the counter and the person showed me. I was like, oh, you have like 7 copies of that. So yeah. Yeah. It's certainly hard to guess which games are going to double. Here's a $4.99 game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's sitting on the 3rd page of the trending. We saw Modern Warfare 2 get its pop up to $9.99. We talked about the series. When you have a series of games, people kind of go, "Oh wow, I need this to my collection. I have this game. I don't have this game in the series." This one could be next to double, or we could see like a marginal 30%, 25% increase. We don't know. We don't know, but I think this one could pop off. It's trending already. Definitely use this trending page. This is giving you information on what's happening right now, how things are developing, and maybe how things change. It's like a top 10 or a top 100 chart for like music Billboard. Like you get to know what is getting popular. This will help you. Yeah. Halo 4. Remember I talked about Halo 4? This one's next. This one's going up in price. It could be very soon. It could be. We're on the 4th page. Call of Duty Ghosts. Yeah. Here's Skyrim Legendary Edition. This has the DLCs within. So I think we could see this increase maybe a little bit. We don't know. We don't know. Skyrim's such a common game, and to see it at night, it's just you don't know. You don't know. Yeah, I'm happy to see Iron Man 2 kind of trending up here. I just bought a copy for $12.99. Wasn't at GameStop, but I got the box art. It's hard to find. This game's hard to find, so when I saw it, I picked it up quick. Yeah, it's hard to spot some of these $4.99 games that are Trying to trend. Look at this, a Batman Lego game at $4.99. That's on, I think, the 5th page. Yeah, this could be something right here for a doubling in price. Maybe this. Maybe another Lego game right here. That could be a cluster of Lego games that just double in price. I'm gonna, because we've got Pirates of the Caribbean right here. I'm gonna put my neck out on the line on this one. I think these are gonna double. I get this strange feeling that they're all lumped on the same page, close to each other, on the 5th page at $4.99. These could I think these are going up. I think these are doubling. Weirdly, they're all in the same little area. Yeah, yeah. One of these is going doubling. I'm gonna, I'm gonna say it's the Batman. I think the Batman. Actually, okay. So these are two Warner Brothers licensing games, and Warner Brothers is having licensing issues with video games. I'm gonna go with these two. I'm gonna hold out on this one, but I think these two are gonna see they're gonna double. They're gonna double in price in like 2 or 3 months. Okay, yeah, and you know, here's Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, $4.99. This one is doing really well in price charting. This is such a common game, but let's look at the chart. Here's Dead Rising 2, right here. It's on the 6th page. You know, let's Call of Duty 4. Let's just take a look. Okay, I used to play this all the time. Fun game. The chart looks good. All-time high. Recently. This month. Flat, kind of, but rising slightly. Then really rising after the digital store closure. Bam. So, we just hit the 10 mark. It's at $4.99 now. We could see a marginal increase in this. We could get up to $7.99, $6.99. That would make sense to me. It would make perfect sense. There's that consistent floor that it's fine at. Look at an Assassin's Creed. This is strange to me. An Assassin's Creed. So right now, this Assassin's Creed is the most popular Assassin's Creed that is trending on GameStop's website. Black Flag. So if you're gonna get an Assassin's Creed, get Black Flag and get it for $2.50. Because clearly people are interested in this. They are interested in this game. It's all interesting. Alright, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. Please let me know what you guys think. What games do you think are going to double in price? And they could double in price in a week, in a matter of a week. What type of games could we see double in price? I'd like to get your thoughts. Definitely leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.